And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready for baseball here in New York. And on the hill today, Clark Schmidt. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. That's in there. And that is strike 2.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Just missed.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 1 away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
Luis Arias in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings through that. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting third,
Here comes Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Misses off the plate, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back now in the Bronx. And on the hill in this one, Michael King. Singing, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. And that one popped in the air left field. Hayward makes the grab on the run. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees.
The first baseman.
And this is a dangerous group, Chris. Top to bottom loaded with players who can barrel up the baseball. A lot of high exit velocities, and that all results in a club that's leading the league in slugging percentage right now.
And Boo, that means the pitcher's got to be ready from the very first pitch of each and every at bat, because these hitters, they're ready to jump all over you, and they've got the swing speed, the velocity through the zone, however you want to measure it, to hit the ball hard and hit it a long way.
There's no question this is a lineup that is built to win in today's modern game of baseball. Ripped on a line. Out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, Aaron.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Yanks held in check. Scoreless after 1. Back in the Bronx, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Schmidt back to work. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire. Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Bogarts now. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. He's been a great free agent sign. Gets the call, 0-1. First and second here, no outs. Fought off foul. And ball 1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. home run number 5 on the season, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 3-0.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Jason Hayward.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Elias Diaz in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it, and there's 2 down.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Tyler Wade stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is that. So a 3-run shot for the Padres here. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now, Cody Bellinger.
After putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt, and a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. That one ripped. Tatis going back, and it is gone. And they're on the board. It's 3-1.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that one hit to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe will hit next. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. On the ground right side, Wade in plenty of time to first, and that is out number 2.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Well.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And first offering is fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill makes the catch, and that'll do it. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back for more from the Bronx. Top half of the third inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that one fouled off.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Makes the grab, one away.
The batter, number 4, designated hitter
Luis Arraez stands in. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That finds the mark on the inside corner. On the ground, right side, and that goes foul. And the sweeper misses.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Ripped to right. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Now Machado up here. He's 0 for 1. And there's a strike.
0-1.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And that one hammered back there. And it's gone. He shoots one out to right. His 4th home run of the season. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-1.
Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down, and here comes Sander Bogaerts. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
One up, one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Sharpie.
Singy did a good job showing off his arm for the out on what was a close play. It's a good thing, too, because he didn't have a lot of time there.
No, he didn't, Boog. How about that arm, man? StatCast saying he whipped it over there at 86 miles per hour. And, you know, that's nothing to scoff at when you're not throwing off a mound.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Fly to left his first time. Ripped on a line to center. And there's two down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Bebas off of first with two away. Inside and 1-1. Popped in the air, left field. Hayward. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. The Yanks leave one. They're down 5-1. Back at Yankee Stadium. On to the fourth. Now at the plate, Gavin Sheets.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers, and it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. Gets off a throw. Not in time. He's safe.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Next for the Padres, Jason Hayward. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
No outs. Runner on second. It's through for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Number 17, Elias.
Here's and here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for
Ian
the
Hamilton
New York Yankees,
gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
There goes Hayward. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw to second. Ow!
Clearly right there trying to set themselves up for a big inning, try to get 2 runners in the scoring position with nobody out. I mean, that could explode right here, but just didn't work right there. Thrown out at second base. They still got a chance, though, with this runner at third. Got to execute. Don't waste this opportunity.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 gone now.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Hit in the air left field. Grisham trying to get there. Makes the grab, and that is that. Padres leave 1. They're up 5-1. And we're back. Bottom 4. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Aaron Judge.
See 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Judge rips that one. And it hits the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Grounded out his first time up.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
The batter, number 11.
Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down here 5-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Hamilton back to work. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. And now 1 and 2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. 0 for 2 in this one.
Arias.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Line drive. Nice grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Manny Machado. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
And Manny gets a piece.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one in the air, right field, and it falls. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And that's a 2-out double.
The center fielder, number 3, Justin Merrill.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In there at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Well struck right field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Machado in to score. And the lead is up to 5.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Pitch is in there. 0-1. And it's fouled away. And that's way high. Now 1-2. Merrill at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Wells.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His second home run of the series, and they close the gap. It's 6-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
The pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. Not in time, and he reaches safely. Well, that ball came back and got him pretty good in the chest. As the catcher checks on him, looks like he might be okay, though, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sure that stunned him more than anything, Boog. Always scary when we see comebackers like that, but I think it might just turn into a big, nasty bruise.
Here's the second baseman, Jorbeat Beboss. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Grounded to third, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Ball 1 there.
Counts 1-0.
And that one clips the corner.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Fights it off. He'll see another. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Ben.
So digging in, Ben Rice. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Grisham off of first with 2 away. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, and foul ball. Two outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That ends the frame. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now 6-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Gavin Sheets. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres, 1 for 2.
Hayward.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now in the Bronx.
It's
Aaron Judge now.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here comes a pitch. And Judge spoils that one.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
That one pushed foul. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting,
one down, here comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game.
Bellinger.
Swing and a ground ball. Sheets. 2 up, 2 down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one is gone. A solo shot. 3rd home run of the season. It's 6-3.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So 2 away with nobody on. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Merrill sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in New York, new inning getting started. Now batting Tyler Wade. That misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Foul ball. Hamilton winds and deals. He swings and fouls one off. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Two down, base is empty. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. Ball one low.
1-0.
just missed.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Manny Machado into San Diego on deck circle. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
2 outs, runner at first. Manny Machado up to the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across. 3rd out. 1 left for San Diego, but they still lead it 6-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Wandy Peralta. He's been so good against
now
lefties.
Pitching for San Diego, number 58, Wandy Peralta.
And stepping in for the Yankees,
Leading
Austin
up
Wells.
for the Yankees, the catcher, Austin.
The Yankees
Wells.
looking to rally. First pitch misses. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jason Adam up and loosening in the pen. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side. Wade tosses to first and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now
you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver
Walter.
Consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Out to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
So 2 down now, and here is Jorbeat B-Boss. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Into center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The center fielder, number 12.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. There's a swing and a drive. Tatis going back. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres. Back in.
Now
Mark
pitching
Leiter
for the
Jr.
Yankees,
comes on now, and he
number
has some
56.
nasty breaking stuff.
Mark Leiter Jr.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball, that's low.
And that's in the dirt. That one ripped right center field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Slapped foul. Merrill stands at second with no outs. Swing and a pop-up. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Up next,
and here's the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Well, it was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Leiter, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now it's Elias Diaz.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Grisham settles under it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Padres leave a pair as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jason Adam.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Rice now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
This one in the air. Machado hauls it in for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Aaron Judge at the plate, 1 for 3.
Aaron Judge.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. Going, gone. So he blasts one out the other way. His second homer this series, and they're chipping away. It's 6-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
1 down. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Adam, a 6'3" righty, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2010. Swings through that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it over to Sheets. Bellinger is gone, 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one. Solo shot from Aaron Judge for the Yanks. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. We go to the 9th. Stepping in for San Diego, Tyler Wade. Leiter back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball.
Now
and then even more
fielder,
impressive was the
Fernando
throw. Off
Tatis
balance. Had to try to,
Jr.
in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Arise. Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 6 and the Yankees 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Robert Suarez.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Volpe.
Line drive. Could be extra bases. Austin Wells now at the plate. Little chopper rolls foul. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Next offering misses. 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Got him looking. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Save. So man in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate here in the last half of inning number 9. To the right side. Sends it over to Sheets. Now only 1 out remaining.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Jorby Bebos stepping in now for the Yankees. To the right side. Wade. On to first. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.